Hey, you guys, we are back to do another review of Married to Medicine, honey, with the Set Me Free, honey, song that is now on the radio.
Set me free. Set me free. I got a new wife. I want a new life. I can't stand King. He got a butter bean.
Stay tuned for more.
We keep it real, expressing how we feel. Whoa. So come on in and feel some tea. Join the KoEd family. We're about relationships and review, making it fun just for you. Go and God, let God go with you. It's time for Kourtney and Eddie.
I always put God first. What's going on, KoEd Ken, folks? How y'all doing tonight? Welcome back to another video of Kourtney Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka E13. This is my lovely wife right here.
Kourtney, also known as Coco.
This right here is Kourtney and Eddie. This channel is all about relationship. It's all about reviews. It's all about entertainment. It's all about famous rants and jokes. And tonight, do another episode of Married at First Sight.
Married to Medicine.
Dang.
Just keep it going.
Okay,
Married to Medicine. We also do Married at First Sight.
Yeah, so I always plug Married at First Sight.
And Ready to Lose.
Yeah, that too.
And Family of Fiance.
That too.
So now you know.
So,
all right.
Yeah, go ahead.
So if this is your first time joining, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure you hit that like button. And let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to make it a little short and sweet, honey.
Before you make it short and sweet, let me preface this by saying this. Last week episode, I read the comments and had a lot of people come after me saying I was Team Greg and I can't watch y'all because I can't be there and watch y'all because the guy on the video, he's Team Greg, he defending Greg, that makes him an abuser like Greg. I'm saying, do y'all watch the whole video? Because towards the end of the video, I said Greg needed help. I said Greg has some issues. I said that towards the end of the video. Now, at the beginning of the season, yeah, I like Greg. But to see how he's portraying himself on television, hey, I'm starting to see a different Greg.
Well, I think that they even going back and saying that Quad said that he was an abuser and stuff like that. So how could you like him even from that? Let me tell you.
Well, we just going by hearsay.
And then, but no, well, we know that that's what Quad said. Mm-hmm. Both of them got mug shots. I'm not in these folk business. I wasn't there. This is a reality show. Quad can say whatever she chooses to say. Greg can say whatever he chooses to say. But does not mean that any of it is factual, even though they got police records showing that both of them was arrested for domestic violence. So I'm not here. So y'all coming at us, and one girl was like, I'm disappointed at y'all. I'm sorry. It's our opinion, and y'all got to get y'all self out of this because you don't know these people in real life, and I don't either. It is a freaking show.
Like one
but some of y'all holding on to y'all feelings because y'all were abused and you were physically and all that stuff. So y'all taking this out on what happened to y'all, and y'all making this about y'all instead of the characters on the show.
And you guys, some of y'all did piss me off. I'm not gonna lie to you, okay? Because you act like, only women could be abused. I want to tell y'all a story.
You had to tell somebody that.
Yeah, because she said, I'm disappointed in you, Eddie, because, such and such, yada, 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 because, she thought I stuck up for Greg. And like I told her, y'all don't know my story. Because she said she was triggered, when she saw Greg doing sweet tea that way. Hell, I was triggered when I saw Quad doing Greg that way because I was a Greg. I was abused in my past relationship, my past marriage.
You wouldn't know Greg, though.
No, I wasn't like that, but I'm just saying, I had to walk around my own house with a video camera on me so I can keep proof in case she wants to call the police to put me in check. Because some women will call the police to put you in check. I'll never forget what she said to me once before. She said, all I got to do is call the police to put you in jail. Because they're going to believe me before they believe you. So since that point on, I had to walk around the house with my phone on in case something happens so I can record it. So I had to walk around on eggshells throughout the whole marriage back then, okay? And this is my ex. And so, yeah, I got triggered, you know what I'm saying? So when I see when Quad and Greg going through, yes, I get a little triggered about that because I know I've been through a lot. So it's not just women that been abused. There's some men out there that been abused. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't lay hands on you, but it seems like y'all can lay hands on us, which happened to me. So yeah, so it goes both ways. So yeah, I understand some women can be triggered by Greg, and but you gotta understand, you gotta show some men some grace too, because some men been through a lot. I know I went through a lot. I had to go through that and get restraining orders and do this and do that just to get out that situation. So yeah, I just want to share that with y'all because y'all think I'm just he like Greg and Greg is abusing and he don't see nothing wrong with Greg. Yes, I see a lot wrong with Greg. I do. I see a lot. He has some issues.
He's verbally.
Yeah, I hate it for Sweet Tea.
Emotionally abusive.
I hate it for Sweet Tea. You know what I'm saying? Because I said.
I don't know about the physical because I wasn't there. So I ain't never seen him lay hands on nobody. You only go by what somebody said. That's their story to tell you. I can't say that.
Yeah,
but I can say what I've seen.
It's not good. Yeah, it's not good.
It's emotional and it is verbal and mental.
And now you got Sweet Tea. She can't answer questions for herself now. You know what I'm saying? Well, somebody asks you a question, you got to get permission from your husband to answer that question. That's the issue.
Yeah, because he already told her, listen, don't you go in there saying nothing, da.
So, no, I just want to get that crap out the way because, some of that stuff in the comment pissed me off. Y'all act like only women go through that stuff. There's a lot of men that went through stuff like that. A lot. Hell, you don't want to come home because you want to hit the woman's mouth because you feel like she's going to get pissed off at you and call the police on you for no reason. Now you got the police at your door, embarrass you in your neighborhood. So hell yeah. So no, man, but I'm getting pissed off. Yeah.
All right, so let's move on. So where that started, because child, we ain't even started it. So it started out with Toya and Eugene talking about the situation and has anybody reached out to Greg, and so Eugene was like, nope, because he was trying to give him his space and stuff like that.
And sometimes you got to do that, man, because you don't know how some people react. Some people need some time to cool off. They need some space to cool off. Because you try to go at them too quick, they might snap at you.
So Toya wants to throw a theme party and invite, everybody. So she first want to do it at the dance rehearsal. So she wants them to do, what's it called? I guess the waltz, but what's it called?
Line dance. Delicious slide.
No. So anyway, so that's what she want to tell them it. And so she said that she wants to invite everybody. So Eugene said that Quad and Greg know how to push each other buttons because they was talking about, inviting them and stuff like that. So he was saying Greg and Quad, they've been doing this for years. They know how to push each other buttons to get up on each other's skin. That's exactly what they was doing.
But you got to get out of that cycle. And here's the reason why I say that. I'm going to make it about me again. Even when after me and you got married, I got some inboxes from my ex trying to push my buttons again. I had to walk away from it. Had to block her. And that's what you got to do sometimes. You just got to put into that.
And I caught her straight.
Yeah, she called her straight for no reason.
Yeah. But so anyway, so Heavenly and Quad, I think Quad Heavenly go to Quad. No, Quad go to Heavenly home and stuff. And so, Heavenly had the door open, child. Quad just walked in. She said, how you know we ain't over here having sex?
Why Heavenly think she got it like that, man?
She looking good this season now. She got her some work done, honey. And she letting the world, y'all gonna stop calling her raggedy and the way she coming on there like she just got finished mopping the floor and cleaning the house, honey, because she's showing y'all her body, yada, yada, honey. Yes, she is. She look good.
How old is Heavenly? She's like late 40s.
Oh no, I think that woman in her 50s.
Really? Okay.
I know that I am not older than her. I just
you don't think so?
Look it up on your phone. I just know I am not older than her.
Right.
So Heavenly and Quad, they're talking about the incident that took place. Quad said that she see how things can swiftly turn to the left, and she said she's not putting her man in that space at all. Again, she didn't say again, but I want to say again because she what 54.
54.
Oh yeah. So the fact too. Now let's go back, and I didn't go back and watch the tape, and I meant to, but I know some of y'all was arguing this: who fault it was, who should take the blame, blah blah blah. So we could see. I seen in our comment section that it was divided. I seen in other folks' comment section it was divided. Some of y'all are team, Quad and team Sweet Tea. That's fine. But some of y'all said that Sweet Tea started because she made a comment when Quad and them said that they had sex 15 times a day or whatever it was or something like that. That Sweet Tea said you lying, and that's what started Quad. Okay, even if she said that, Quad still kept going on and on and on and on and on.
Come on, y'all women. Let's think logically here, okay? Y'all gotta be honest. Be real with yourselves. You know the reason why Quad was saying, ooh, we had sex 15 times a day. Ooh, I want to give him a baby. Why do you think she was saying that? Just for GP? She was saying that to get under Dr. G's skin. Like Eugene said, they know how to push each other's buttons. And that's what she was doing. She was pushing his buttons. She wanted Dr. G to explode. That's my personal opinion. Because you know what gets on somebody's skin. And she know that Dr. G wanted that with her so badly. Okay. He wanted to have a baby with her so badly. He wanted to have sex with her so badly. So now she's going to give it to this other man and brag about it in front of the whole crew. Yeah, they're going to piss the other man off, man.
So, the Quad said that she wants to do a girl's things. We had a couple of things. We don't want that no more. Let's just do a girl thing. Heavenly says, you going to invite Phaedra? She said no. She want to invite Phaedra, no Sweet Tea. I was like, Phaedra has left the building. Phaedra said she is not coming around y'all anyway because y'all is mean girls. She's going to go over there to Atlanta Housewives where they can be mean girls as well. But at least she ain't going to be by herself. Somebody going to have her back and be her with alliance with her. So, yeah, she going back over there because Candy ain't over there. So now it's a spot. And I know that somebody was saying, it's a spot over there. So that's why she said she must got the call when she was over there at Key West. Oh, I ain't coming back. Yeah. Give me Bravo, fly me a jet right on out here because deuces.
As a matter of fact, she was on the commercial for the Atlanta Housewives.
Oh yeah. So okay. So they all arrived at the studio to do the it's Britain. Is it Britain? Bridgerton. Something like that. The Bridgerton event, the waltz. And so Toya said, is Quad coming? And I think somebody said, no, she's not coming. I think that was Heavenly because there's always her bag up her Heavenly, honey, because they is dragging Heavenly now. And that woman had to apologize for what she had said that y'all said she meant. So Toya said that we got to get King, Quad, Sweet Tea, Dr. G, all of them together. Now, Phaedra, we ain't worried about her, but, everybody need to come back together. Contessa said that they may be, she heard there may be a restraining order against King. And Dr. G put it out there. And so, everybody was like, really? Was it that deep? Did we see something else? Because wasn't no hands thrown or nothing like that. We done had it. Now, I don't know. I know that Toya and Mariah got to physically fighting. And there was pushing in the pool and all that stuff, whatever. Now, I don't know if anybody put a restraining order out, called the police and nothing like that. But I guess they said we done seen worse and ain't nobody called the police.
Yeah, but I can't tell Dr. G how to think. If he feels like he was in danger, that's on him. Okay, me personally, I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done that. I was like, okay, let it slide. We'll talk it out and hash it out. But Dr. G, he thinks different. He thinks, he thought his life was in danger. He thought he was gonna get mauled. He thought he was gonna get curb stomped. So if the man thinks he's gonna get curb stomped, and he feels like his life is in danger.
I never heard no curb stomp.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, the man, hey, if he wants to put a restraint on the man, hey, so be it, I wouldn't have done it, but, hey, it is what it is.
So, yeah, Contessa said, Greg said he see it different, and he felt that he was, that the situation, he didn't provoke that man. It was unprovoked. He didn't say nothing.
Dr. G.
He didn't say nothing.
Stop it.
He was there like an angel, had his mouth closed and everything. He didn't say nothing.
You started well. Hold on, baby. You started well when you was talking to King. You started well. You said, okay, man, I apologize. I respect you. You should have left it right there. But you had to go that extra step and say, yeah, I told her to shut the F up. So, of course, the man going to get irritated, man. So, to sit there and say you didn't say nothing, stop it.
So Dr. Damon said he agreed with King.
Dr. Damon sometimes confuses me.
No, you don't. Whatever that Heavenly say, he taking that side. Because Heavenly is Team Quad, so of course Damon is don't seem like he got a brain, and he's gonna take. And so Heavenly pushed it in his ear, pushed it in, made him see that side. Yeah.
And here's the reason why I said, I slightly disagree with Dr. Damien on this. Like you said earlier, it's all about context.
It's all about context.
If your woman just mouthing off at a guy at a red light for no reason, cussed the guy out, and he called her, a B. Now I gotta step in and protect my wife. When it's gonna stop? It has to stop some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Because if you continue to protect your wife or bail her out, she's gonna continue to do it. So your wife is putting you in bad positions, and she's putting you in bad predicaments. So my thing is this: check your wife. Hey, babe, you don't be mouthing off at people like that because you put me in bad positions now. You know what I'm saying? Now, if somebody at the blue just cuss your wife off or out or something like that, that's different. You step up and protect your woman. Okay, that's totally different. But I can't be out there with a woman running her mouth getting herself in trouble, and I got to step in all the time getting my butt whipped.
So yeah, that's what Heaven was like. But how would you feel if somebody told your wife Eugene to shut the F up? Eugene said I would have a problem. But y'all got to look at the context, just like you explained. It got to be a context to the whole matter. Got to be a context
your woman starting it. No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying any woman in general. If a woman starts this stuff, man, and you got to continue to bail her out, you got to check your woman.
The Contessa said that, okay, Heavenly said that, but I guess it's okay for her to talk about somebody else, man, when I guess she was saying the stuff about Scott.
All right.
Contessa, shut up.
No, but she has a point. No. She has a point.
To your point, she has a point. Mm-hmm. Her situation different because she invited Heavenly in her conversations. She was on the phone with Heavenly telling this woman about my man, he doing this, and Heavenly was giving her advice. That situation different. So anyway, Contessa just want to be relevant, but let's move on. You got something else to say?
No, you're right.
So
you're right. I'm wrong. You're right. I didn't think about that. Yeah, Contessa did invite Heavily into a mess. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you actually giving Heavily information and she turned around and use it. Yeah. Maybe she thought she can trust Heavily. That's why she told her. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So anyway, so they practice in the walks and all that stuff, whatever. So Toya is having lunch. She want to sit down and have lunch with Sweet Tea. And Dr. Mimi and Dr. Mimi and Sweet Tea come together. So Toya needed a stand for her purse. That wasn't a Birkin, though. I don't know what kind of purse that was. I don't think that was the Birkin. So that means
put that purse on the floor, woman, and keep it moving.
I don't believe.
Put that purse on the floor and keep it moving.
I don't believe in putting.
Can I have a stand for my purse? No, put it on the floor or put it on the back of your chair and keep it moving.
I put my purse, my strap on my leg, or sometimes it won't even stay on the back of the chair. So I do wish now if you.
It's a purse, though, y'all.
But a purse that we carry. It's just you gonna put it on the floor. That's disgusting. With every foot.
I put my backpack on the floor.
That's nasty. It's nasty. So, but yeah, you don't do stuff like that. So I wish, like when you go to the bar, they have these little hooks up under that you can put your purse. I wish they had that up on all the tables at restaurants that women can put their purse up under there. So yeah. So, but
you know how y'all can nix that in the bud.
Leave our purse somewhere.
Yes, leave it in the trunk somewhere and bring
for somebody to break in there.
No, you put it in the trunk.
Yeah, that's still busted.
No, if it's in the trunk, they don't know it's in the trunk or not.
Atlanta don't play. They'll bust, honey. But bam, 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 bam.
So they gonna bust it. Oh,
they ain't got to know that, but that bam, bam, bam. But anyway, so let's move on. So so Toya was talking about the dance and all that stuff, whatever, and just basically saying that she wants everybody to come, and she was talking about was her and Greg gonna come, and then she said, and I heard that Greg filed a report against King. And so Sweet Tea said, well, that's their business. That stuff Greg did, that's his business. That's something he felt like he needed to do. So she was not, she was like, that's his business or that's our business or whatever. None of your business or something. So Toya was trying to get this stuff out of. And I think they was talking about, I don't understand how Grace wasn't extended in that situation because no hands was laid. Like he didn't get touched. And I think Sweet Tea was like, he just feel that that's something he needed to do. He had an experience with that. That's his experience. So they was like, well, when you done went off and we had to calm you down and do all this stuff with your incidents, nobody called the police. None of that. Grace was extended. Why that same grace can't be extended to a king?
You cannot tell a person how to feel. If Dr. G felt threatened, if Dr. G felt scared, that's on him. Okay? Like I said, I wouldn't have done it. I was like, no, man, it's, hey, it is what it is. I just kind of like brush it off, but he didn't. So I can't tell the man how to feel. Do I think it was overboard? Yeah, I do. I think it was overboard. The man didn't touch him and whatnot. He scared him and whatnot, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? And keep it moving. But like to your point, Dr. G ego, his pride was hurt. He was embarrassed, you know what I'm saying?
He definitely was embarrassed.
Now, on top of that, he wants to get back at Quad by attacking her man through the law. So if I get the law involved, attack him, get a restraining order against him, get him off the show, it's going to hurt Quad.
It's a petty move.
It's a petty move. But but the point is, man, this stuff is this stuff is chess, not checkers. You know what I'm saying? So King gonna have to keep his anger in check, man, because this dude right here, now he's willing to call the law on you, man. So you got guys that are gonna call the law on you, man. You really can't, do what you want to do to the guy because you feel like if I spook the guy, what is he gonna do? Call 911 and get my stuff in the bind.
And I think that King was definitely wrong for doing what he did.
Don't get me wrong, he was.
None of that was.
But
wrong.
I don't think it was warrant for the police to be called.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying?
But again, honey, if he got trauma, he felt like his life was flashing before his eyes, and
maybe he saw King come, he saw Quad face on King body.
So Toya said, well, as far as Quad, I want y'all to, sit down. Do you think that y'all will be able to sit down? And she was like, I don't know, my husband don't want to have nothing to do with that.
My husband.
So she said, they said, what do you want though? You keep saying my husband. What do you want? I want whatever my husband wants. Whatever he want, I want. So
I have an issue with that, man. Now you can't think for yourself. Why do you think that's the case?
Well, I want to say this not to her defense in this case, but a little bit, giving her a little bit, like I understand a little bit. These were always Greg friends, the female friends, the male friends. This was never her group of friends, nor her circle. I get it. For her to open up to them or to be close to them or to say all this stuff, I know she been filming with them and they probably didn't spend some time together and all that stuff, but they still was his friends first.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? So now if we was friends, like just say for instance, it was, or Sweet Tea been there from the get-go, it probably would be a different story of her being able to open up. Cause then, but now these his friends, even though she done built a friendship, but I think she still got to realize she got a voice regardless.
And that's what I was about to say. I hear what you were saying.
And I think she being punked and I think she being bullied because I think the way he went off in that bathroom was absolutely horrible and horrible to listen to. And I think he bullies her and he probably told her, don't go down there running your mouth. Listen to the way he talked to her when I don't know if he thought that they was the mics weren't on them or what, but listen how he talked to her. So imagine him talking worse when no cameras, no mics, and nothing is there.
Right. Going back to what you were saying about Sweet Tea, yeah, she has a voice, and yes, those are Greg's friends first. I get that, but she should just, when she was asked the question, "Do you still want to be in the friend group?" Maybe she should have said that. She said, I don't know, y'all great friends first, and, I don't feel comfortable. Something like that. But what she was saying in that moment was, I got to ask my husband.
She should have said, I don't feel comfortable being here without him, a part of the friend circle without him.
Yeah, because y'all his friends first. Right? That's what she should have said, but she didn't do that. But that's what I'm saying. It was like, okay, now Greg has really put his clamps on Sweet Tea. Now she can't say a word without him being there. And that's not a healthy marriage, man.
Mm-mm.
It's not, man.
And she don't want to get that smoke again.
Yeah, and it's
She don't
not
want to
healthy,
get, like
man.
somebody was saying, that, you know, she was only trying to tell him to calm down, because they were still
Right.
like she was trying to look out for him, but
Right.
he made himself look like an a-hole.
He did. And trust me, we're not saying it because of what y'all said in the comments. Okay, because last video, if y'all watched the whole video, like I said earlier,
They just watched the thumbnail.
yeah, we said Greg had issues. We said Greg had problems. We said Greg needed help. But, you know, y'all watched like 1 minute of the video. Oh, they say they like Greg and clicked it off. You know what I'm saying? Come on, guys. You got to watch the whole thing through, man. It's all... Go ahead.
It's like watching, you know, when you go on the blogs on Instagram and you see the title and then title, but they don't read the whole story. Right. That's the whole thing. You got to read the whole story, listen to the whole video so you can get the whole perspective of somebody's viewpoint before you make your decision or your comment.
It's called ignorance. That's only to be honest with you. It's called ignorance, man, because you just gonna clip it of what we said without hearing the whole story to kind of base your opinion about us. Man.
And it's being triggered as well, because some people were triggered just by that.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Scott and Greg and Eugene are meeting up. So, you know, at Scott's house. And so Scott said that he wanted to check on Greg, and Greg was like, well, I was wondering, because I wasn't nobody checking on me. I don't know how long it's been, a couple of days, next day, I don't know how long it's been.
I know it's probably like a week.
Okay. Yeah, so Greg said, I was wondering because didn't nobody check on me or anything like that. And so Eugene said, well, I heard you call the police, you know, and stuff like that. And he said, why wouldn't I? He said, why wouldn't I?
Yeah, he said, why wouldn't I? You know, and Eugene said, you know, did he touch you? Did he hit you? And, you know,
Greg said no.
No, he didn't. And he said, so how can you press charges against somebody that didn't put their hands on you?
He said it's called battery. And he said from his research, from his understanding, it's called battery. So dude can spend 90 days in jail or have to pay a fine or be on probation.
Somebody charged at you without hitting you, you still go to jail?
Maybe he felt like he said his life was threatened. He saw it flash before his eyes.
Well, thank God one of those. Never mind.
And he got it on camera and stuff like that. Oh, yeah. And we all know that Greg wasn't talking big and bad until the folks got in between them. Mm-hmm. That's why your girl now. Go ahead. That's what I thought. You just like your girl. I was like, man, you're doing too much. You're doing ttoo much. So he said it was serious to him. He said he charged at me. And Eugene was like, but was it serious enough to call the cops though? You know what I'm saying? Like we've been around this all the time and nobody never called the cops, you know? So, and he said, and I understand both of y'all looking to, you know, stand up for your wife and respect wife, girlfriend, whatever. And you want, you know, somebody to respect them and stuff, but like, did it warrant all of this? Like, you know, did it warrant all this? So Dr. G said that he was so traumatized that he made a statement. He said, I'm going to show y'all what I did, you know, to get through this traumatization. So, you know, y'all know I'm a psychiatrist, so I had to work through my things. So he said, listen to this. I brought my laptop. Here go my song that I made. And it was produced by who?
It was produced by him.
But directed by Sweet
T. And it goes something like this. I want to be free. Free, free, free. Just you and me. So we can see. Shine the sea. I hate King with his butter bean.
He didn't put his name in there.
I know. And Quad. I hate her too. he did, you know, I was like, come on, man. And it was funny.
It was funny, but it seemed like he was serious when he was filming it.
That's what made it funny, because he was serious.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like he was really in the studio putting down a track.
Yeah, like, I can't stand him.
Yeah,
they need to go to the curb. And he had his hand on the ear, like, I need that solo. Give me that solo. Oh, man.
It was cringe, but yeah, Eugene and
Scott, you really can't laugh. Scott cannot laugh.
I know that's right.
Scott, you cannot, cause I seen you up there rap. My name is Scott, and I'm real hot.
Yeah. I said, no, he got that Scott. Then they said, okay, so you know, Eugene said I should call the police on him for him making me watch that. Listen to that.
Oh God.
So
that was so cringy.
I don't know what like for next season. I don't know, because I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. So Quad is having the ladies over to her place. So, of course, Phaedra ain't coming. I was like, y'all keep talking about Phaedra. The lady says y'all is mean girl. She ain't coming back. Why y'all keep saying her name? Like,
Contract
stop.
probably.
Maybe. So the lady's coming over heavily, honey. She looking good, honey. When she walked in with that, I ain't like the orange hair, but you know what I'm saying? She looking good. She got the body together, honey. She done went to the surgeon, honey.
no.
She said, y'all gonna stop talking about me.
She looked like something from Martin.
With they orange hair.
Yeah, like how you do it. How you do it?
Oh, Byron.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. Yeah. All she needs is some chewing gum.
So Cora said that, okay, the ladies, y'all come over to my place, and Cora got a nice home, can't deny that. So she said, these are the rules. We can't talk about the past. So Simone said, okay, so since we moving forward and onward, because it was like what they said, upward and onward, or whatever they said. Are you coming to Toya's anniversary party and stuff? And Cora said, well, probably not, because my ex done filed charges on my boyfriend, so I don't want to put him in that environment. And so Simone said, well, King, in my opinion, he apologized. Like, he apologized to the group. I wanted to say, but he didn't apologize to
right. That's why I kind of, when she said that, it kind of threw me off.
Right.
I said, okay, he apologized to the group, but he didn't apologize to Sweet Tea and Greg.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. Greg should apologize to them also.
Greg don't think he did nothing wrong.
But he did. But the point is, the bottom line is King just apologized to the group, not to the people.
And it did seem heartfelt, but I'm saying, where was the switch though, King? Like, y'all, he was like, yeah, Dr. G got his, and he should be able to be heard and all that stuff. I'm saying, but why were you charging at this man? You know what I'm saying? Like, people have said, your girl had that much of a battery in your back to make you charge. Yeah, you told her, the man said, shut the F up. Yeah, that made you mad. And then you decide in a moment where everybody was fussing and fighting that I want to sit here and talk. Hey, I want to pull you to the side while everybody already ramped up already.
Right.
And to talk to him. And then, because he didn't say he wasn't going to take it back, what he said, then I don't know, just all of it was awkward and weird. So for King to say, oh yeah, Dr. G, his side need to be heard and all that stuff, well, that was just weird to me, because at first he said both of them had trauma. Did he not?
He did.
I didn't understand that. Quad said, you need to make him apologize. You need to make him apologize to me. I don't
think Quad had that type of power over King. Maybe it's an ego thing. I think, like I said, I'm gonna go back to what I said last time.
Let me say this. I don't know if she got that power, but let me tell you something. We as women know how to be very manipulative.
I agree.
And let me tell you something. We would use our tears, our caring tears. We use our tears and our emotions and all that stuff to drum up. And if she started talking about how she was treated in that marriage, then it really started tugging on King hard, and he was like, not on my watch.
Agreed. But with all that being said, I still think if Dr. G would have stopped at that last sentence about saying, yeah, I told you, I think everything would have been good.
It was.
Because King was like, he was receiving what Dr. G was saying until he said that last part.
That did nobody hear. Quad and King did not hear him say
right.
And he opened his big mouth.
I sure did told her to shut the F up.
And that's why he was running back on that beach.
Right.
Run.
So yeah.
Run, Forrest, run. So yeah, so let's see, what was that? So yeah, they talk about King, so Simone said, I feel like King apologized, he's a good man, Savannah. So he is a good man. And Quad's like, yeah, he is a good man. He's a good man. That's why I love him. Yeah. And so y'all know Quad is a tuba actress. Y'all
straight up tuba.
Yeah. So Toya said, well, I had to talk to Letitia and basically say I didn't want to choose. I wanted everybody to come to these events and all that stuff, whatever. And I didn't want to choose sides, but she wasn't choosing like us, or what was it? She wasn't choosing them.
Right. Basically, do she still want to be in the group or not?
Yeah. Okay.
Because she still needed to talk to Dr. G,
her husband. Mm-hmm. And so so Toya said, well, I just have to let that go then. I'm gonna have to choose, Quad, y'all come around and stuff like that or whatever. So Quad, I'm getting emotional.
I love y'all. I love every one of y'all.
Yeah, so
I
yeah.
said, stop it, Quad. We get it. We get it. All right.
So Toya said, well, Greg and Tisha are not taking accountability for their actions and stuff like that. So, we know King apologized to y'all, but so he is, I guess, holding some kind of responsibility, but he's not, but y'all are not taking accountability for the action that was taking place. So yeah. So and that's why I had seen on Simone went live sometime last year, and everybody was there at Simone's house. And I don't think this was probably after filming, except for Greg and Tisha. And I was like, and she was like, who missing? And somebody said, you missed it, because Cora was there and King was there. He go Cora with her new man. So this was before filming. So I was like, okay, Tisha and Greg ain't there. So something must have happened throughout the season. So I guess this was what it was. So Jackie and Curtis go over to Phaedra house. So Phaedra's assistant said, Mr. Curtis, do you want to go downstairs? He don't talk like that. But Mr. Curtis, you want to go downstairs and watch football? I get you something to drink. He said, yeah, I get some lemonade. So he went on downstairs, and her assistant got him some lemonade. So Jackie is talking to Phaedra, and Jackie said, I don't like the fact that I hurt you. And when you said that, I hurt you, that really, I took accountability for that because I wasn't there for you. Phaedra was like, girl, I really and truly wasn't aiming at you, honey. It really and truly, I know I didn't understand why she was just blaming Jackie, but she said, I was just, in a heated moment, and it really ain't had nothing to do with you. Phaedra said it was heavily. Heavily is good and messy. And for that note, I am not coming back. I don't want to be around no mean girls, y'all. Good and mad. Jackie said, well, it was my understanding that Heavenly told you that Apollo was coming. I still want to know, because one part we see where Phaedra was kind of hesitant about him coming. Then production got us making it seem it's cut to like she was like, oh yeah.
No, the first time that happened, Phaedra was hesitant. Cause I remember seeing her, like, she made that weird expression with her face on the camera. You know what I'm saying? Like she paused with it. Then I'm saying to myself, hopefully Heavenly can read the room, saying, okay, maybe she don't want this man to come around. Now how production guy is like, hey, is Apollo? Is it okay for Apollo to come? Okay, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's all about how they edited the video.
And Jackie said, and Phaedra was like, Heavenly is the devil's daughter. Jackie said, well, will you come to Toya's event? I want to invite you to that. She was like, no, y'all a bunch of mean girls. Phaedra said, you know what I'm saying? I put a lot in this group, and I don't want to be around y'all no more, pretty much,
Plus, I got a check. They called me.
Yeah, I got another call.
Yeah, so Atlanta Housewives called me, so I got to.
I'm going to where I'm need to be, and where I know I can be appreciated, because I was almost from the beginning over there. So yeah, I got stock over there. This over here, I'm up here doing events. Because Phaedra said I did Reiki, I did this, I did that. Phaedra, the people said you was not giving much over there. You was just an event coordinator, really. That's all you was, and that's all Phaedra was, really. She didn't give much to the show, and stuff like that. I guess that's why what's her name, Heavenly, had to go out, and Toya had to talk to Apollo. They had to go out there and just kind of create something, because Phaedra wasn't giving much. But yeah, it was something else I was finna say in that. But yeah. Because Jack was saying, well, Phaedra knew that Apollo was gonna be there, and she brought Shaq and all this stuff, so she knew what she was doing. She knew how to create blah blah blah, and she probably Phaedra did. Phaedra knew what she was doing. When she knew Apollo was coming, she invited that man and all that stuff, whatever. So yeah, it is what it is. So anyway, but she said, forget y'all. But on that note, y'all, that's all we got. Don't forget that we do Married at First Sight on Tuesday nights, and then we also do Ready to Love, which normally comes out on here on YouTube on Friday nights. And what else we do, babe? Family or Fiance on Saturdays.
And we do a live on Thursday.
Yeah, a live with Married at First Sight. So on that note, you guys, that's all we got. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you.
Let's put God first, y'all.
Hey!